So, Greg, what's on the agenda today, my friend?
What do you guys think about this? How difficult is it for you in your field to gain a client's trust? Is it hard?
You know what? Did I jump to go? Were you going to say something?
I was just going to say it's an art, and that's probably...
It is an art. That's it.
It's something that that's why we make money and we do a good job at it.
Well,
we're artists.
Yeah. Is it scam artists? What kind of artists?
Sushi artists?
No, Greg, I would have to say it's very hard, and that's why the radio show has been phenomenal. And just, people knowing that iHeartradio puts us out there, and
right.
that, and that when we were with the Real Estate Radio Network, part of, about 200 shows around the country of top real estate professionals, that helps. And then we take our videos, whatever we talk about that people may have questions on, we'll send them a link. It's huge. It's a huge trust factor, credibility. Why do you ask?
Because I'm trying to put myself in the shoes of the listener or the viewer.
Mm-hmm.
How do I know Matt Bates is a good mortgage guy? How do I know that Emilio is the right realtor? I don't when I first hear you guys.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. I can hear you, I can see you, I can follow you. A lot of our competition, they put their smiling face on a board and say, call me. That is disgusting because it's, what are you doing? Where's your value? You have none.
Yeah.
When you come on this radio show, you establish yourself to hundreds and thousands of people. Now, I asked that guy or gal on the billboard, come in here, sit down for 10 minutes and tell me why I need you. They probably couldn't do it.
Yeah, their value proposition, I would say. That's what that's called, right? Their value proposition?
It's severely low. So today, I just want to talk about how every contributor that's on the Roundtable Radio is the leader. And it's not because I'm saying it or because you say it. It's because we're here.
Mm-hmm.
We're grinding the pavement, and we're coming in on camera.
Yeah, that's true. That's a solid point. And giving relative, timely, balanced content every single week.
That's stored on a cloud forever.
Yes.
If you're the guy that goes to the bar with the client and just rattles off, you say whatever, you don't care. But if you come in here, it's recorded, it's stored forever. So we are on our P's and Q's.
Mm-hmm.
You know what's funny is, I do the same, I have the same process, regardless of the client. It's the same thing. Here's a checklist of documents that I need.
Mm-hmm.
This is what the goal is. This is how I'm going to get you to the goal.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to sit down. We're going to go through each line item. We're going to go through the costs, and we're going to go through all the things that you don't understand, so that I can help you understand it.
Mm-hmm.
And if there's something that doesn't seem right or it doesn't make sense, we're going to pause and we're going to focus on that until it's cleared up. So I do the same thing every single time. It's just habit. It's just what happens. And it's crazy when people come to me from a different experience where they had a negative experience.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, how was it that difficult not to do this simple process that I do all the time?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you can see it in their face. Wow.
A little extra. You should hear about some of the horror stories with property management companies.
Oh yeah.
You know that. You hear those all the time. That's why, Nexus has the systems that you have in place where the customers are first and where people can instantly get access to everything online. Transparent.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a word that that listeners, that's a word that I want you to tune out, open your ears for that word, because you're gonna see. I'm not guessing. I'm what is this word? Prophesizing, not prophesizing, but that word transparency is going to be huge, more and more and more in marketing, because people don't want BS. They want to know what it is right away.
Right. They don't want to hear, oh, let me check with my supervisor. Oh, let me go to the back room. They don't want that.
What are you doing in the back room?
Yeah.
It's like, what are you doing back there?
Well, I feel bad sometimes. Some of the newer people, they have to do that just because they're
because they don't know.
Because they don't know. So that's understandable. So, but if you got to be straightforward, you got to bring all the pain right from the beginning and be honest with people.
Yeah, exactly. Set expectations.
You'll get caught fast.
And another point I want to make is specifically to you, Emilio. You host this radio show, and you do a phenomenal job.
Thank you.
I know you off the air. A lot of these folks have no clue about you off the air.
Mm-hmm.
They can't see your positive attributes. They can't see all of your good things. So I want to tell you the listener and the viewer about an experience I had with Emilio so you can make your own judgment. A few weeks ago, Emilio called me. It was afternoon, and I picked up and I said, "Hey, pal, what's going on?" And he said, "Oh, hey, Greg, I got you on speakerphone. I'm here at a listing appointment."
Oh, yeah.
With a married couple. They have a $500,000 house in Warwick, and they're not sure if selling is for them. So Emilio said, "Hey, I know a guy, Greg Rice, Nexus Property Management. Why don't you consider listening to him about the rental aspect of things?" So what he did was he put me on speakerphone with these folks for 20 minutes. And I pitched our services, told them, the difference between renting and selling from my point of view and how it may benefit them. But the whole point is not that. The point is, Emilio could have been the greasy-haired salesman and said, hey, you should sell, and here's why. He could have pushed it. He could have pushed them. But he said, you know what? How about I tell them about this? How about I educate not even my client? They're not even your clients yet.
Yeah.
And you're offering an education. That's unheard of. So when he did that, I didn't care about getting the deal or anything like that. I just learned about him and about where his intentions and motivations are.
Thank
and
you.
They're in the right place.
Thank you. I think that's what, that if anything, like when I was a little kid, right? I would have got it. I would have got knocked out. Now, my dad never beat me or anything, but I would have definitely got smacked.
Hey, everybody needs a
Nothing
smack
wrong with a little smack here and there, but no, Greg, I mean, that my parents always said, like, always do right by other people. It'll come back around.
Mm-hmm.
And it does. And that's it. And I always look at it, especially when I'm sitting there with people that have worked hard their whole life. Okay. And, now like this is their retirement, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And that's their nest egg. And it's like, oh my God, like if they get the wrong information or if they do the wrong thing, they're subject to so much stuff, and they could lose out on so much money, which could really hurt them for the rest of their lives, especially living on this crappy social security system we have.
Well,
you got to do right by them. And
you got to, and rental market, real estate market, buying or selling, doesn't matter what's going on. We're dealing with the most important part of somebody's life, and that's where they live and where they reside and they grow their families. So like they're taking it more serious than, the most serious thing they've ever done. If you need to match that seriousness,
right,
and then they can see that, and that's where the trust comes.
Totally, and Greg, those people, it made more sense for them to rent their house out because now they're building equity in it, and now they're getting a monthly income from that. They're in the position where they should have done that, and they did. And are you helping them out?
No.
Oh,
I didn't get the deal. You're so terrible. You didn't even push him.
Hey, man, I gave you a good word. I told them how you were to deal with, and the transparency. Wow.